Hi, good morning, everyone. Thanks a lot for joining in for this session with Tejaswi. I'm Sundaresan. I'm a volunteer at ATA. So I'm kind of excited to actually meet Tejaswi to understand about his talk, understand about him, so that we can actually kind of have an expectation in terms of what we are going to get in terms of takeaway from Tejaswi's session. Good morning, Tejaswi. How are you?
Hi Sundar and hi all who are going to attend the GTR meeting. Um Thanks for initially I want to thank GTR team and the jury for selecting my topic for giving a session in the GTR 2022. I'm feeling very grateful to have been given this opportunity. So yeah, coming to me, I am Tejaswi. I have overall around 10 years of experience in testing domain, especially 9 years in performance testing and 6 months in manual testing and around 6 months in automation testing as well. So I have been very much interested in testing because it involves improving the quality of the software. Apart from developing the software, we are still contributing to improving the quality of the software by making sure the software is being developed as per the user expectations, as per the project business expectations, and it is performing as per the production load. It is able to sustain the production load, and it is performing without any issues in the actual environment where it is being going to be get used. So uh, and I have worked with Tech Mahindra, and now I have been working with Cognizant, and I have experience of working with retail domain and healthcare and insurance and communications, telecommunications. So I have been working with UK clients and US clients like Philips, Honeywell, uh, and BP, Thomson Reuters, and Finastra, and now I have been working with John Lewis Partnership. So I feel privileged to be working with these many clients with varied geographies, varied kinds of applications, and varied kinds of uh, communications. And this gave me a good exposure to improve my technical knowledge and to be able to contribute to the IT in terms of developing useful software which can bring in more use to the actual people who would be using the software.
Awesome.
So yeah. Coming to my topic, I have chosen a topic on performance testing terminal applications using
Mhm.
open source tools. So why I choose this topic, or what is in it, this what is in this session to you is like we all will be using mostly web applications like via web browser or some desktop based applications, and these are very common, and some will be middleware applications where we'll be running some API testings integrations like this. But these terminal applications are not so common. They will be used in cases like interacting with mainframe systems or IBM Jet systems, and in retail domain, in manufacturing, in supply chain domain, in warehouses, the people who do warehouse operations, they use RF
Mhm.
guns or RF devices. So especially for emulating such kind of operations, we can use these terminal emulators, and terminal applications are used in such scenario to represent that usage, and that is my topic. So
Mhm.
how to test such kind of applications, and traditionally these applications have the testing terminal applications has been supported only by commercial tools like Loadrunner.
Mhm.
Nowadays, recently Jmeter started supporting terminal applications testing by having a plugin.
Mhm.
So that's what interested me. Like without having a commercial tool, also we'll be able to test the terminal applications like green screen applications or mainframe applications and RF devices based applications.
Mhm.
So, and in this session, I'll try to give a brief history of terminals, how the terminals have evolved over the past 5 decades, and what are the use cases of terminal applications nowadays, and what is the need for performance testing terminal applications, and what are the challenges usually faced in doing the performance testing for terminal applications, and what will be the advantages when we can do the performance testing with open source tool like JMeter, and what are the main advantages. I'll try to explain in my session.
Awesome. I
Yeah.
mean, no, I mean, I never knew that terminal applications needs to be performance tested as well, to be very frank. I always knew, okay, to an extent, maybe desktop and web apps are the ones which definitely need performance testing. But the use case for terminal application never came into my domain at all. A couple of questions. So when you say like terminal applications, would it also include something that runs on a Linux server, which does some background processing for some other application to run? Would that also include in your discussion?
Yeah, we can do even for Linux based terminals using the remote terminal emulation protocol.
Mhm.
But in my use case, I am trying majorly to cover RF devices, testing
Okay.
RF devices using RT protocol. But the same protocol will support even testing operations running on a Linux terminal kind of thing. We can be able to test them.
Okay. My other question was like, and please do consider me as a newbie in this area. Like, what exactly will be the challenge if a terminal application is not tested for performance testing? So, what will be the impact?
Yeah, so when we do the operations on a terminal,
Mhm.
in the background, so I would say like the presentation layer is being terminal, but the backend is still in Java or some other programming language, and the operations needs to run on the backend. Where
Mhm.
the operations gets triggered via the terminals, keyboard strokes, and keyboard interfaces. But operations which running on the background needs to be able to support huge load, multiple operations being submitted via the front end terminals by
Mhm.
multiple users.
Mhm.
So the core is like the backend still needs to be able to support the load being simulated by the end users via the multiple terminals. So here the concentration is making sure the application is able to sustain the load, but
Mhm.
the interface which via which we interact is only the terminals. So my topic is on how to be able to test these terminals to make sure the application will be able to sustain the load. But
Mhm.
because the interface is different compared to like where the web applications we will have mouse actions and everything graphical UI user interface will be there, whereas in terminals we won't have any kind of user interface and everything needs to be done via keystrokes, and there won't be direct implicit response codes as well. Like in the case of web applications, we'll have HTTP 200 or HTTP 500 indicating success
Mhm.
or failure, which we can be able to observe. But in case of terminal applications, only via prompts or error messages coming on the terminal screen, we need to be able to scan them, and we need to be able to respond to them implicitly. So the end user interface is very different compared to
Mhm.
the other applications. But the main focus is on making sure the application is able to sustain the load for the end users operating via terminals. So in case if the application actual server is not able to sustain the load, even the terminal users will not be able to progress anything. They will be just presented with a error prompt. They won't be able to understand what is happening in the backend, and won't be able to proceed further anything, because
Mhm.
it's just a presentation there giving a message that it's not working, or it's not some failure is happening, but it won't give us any further details. So we still need to be able to proceed further. So for that, we need to test the application with load and making sure that all the end users are able to get the responses with the expected user load.
Awesome. Okay. Cool. Get. I mean, I almost got entire insight with this talk itself. Thanks a lot. I mean, I look forward to listening to your talk during the ATA. I'm sure whoever is watching this interview would also be kind of very keen to attend this session as well. Meanwhile, where are you from? I mean, which city are you connecting from?
I am from Vijayawada in Andhra Pradesh.
Awesome.
So the city where Kanakadurga temple is located,
Mhm.
many devotees will be coming here for Dasara time.
Mhm, mhm. Okay, and what's so famous at Vijayawada, food wise and location and tourism wise, apart from
Yeah,
Kanakadurga temple that you were talking about?
here the Krishna River is there and Prakasham Barrage is there.
Hmm.
So recently there was too much floods in the all the states, right, in India. So the Prakasham Barrage is also full of water,
Hmm.
and it's a very attraction to all the people who are visiting. And there is Bhavani Islands within the Krishna River.
Hmm.
So many people come to visit the Bhavani Islands and Rajiv Gandhi Park. So there are many places which are like site attractions. So people come here mainly to visit Kanakadurga temple, which is very famous as a devotional visit.
Hmm.
Apart from that, like we have in and around many places to visit as well.
Awesome. Cool. What's your favorite food?
Yeah, coming to favorite food, like I would say pizza.
Oh, nice. Okay. Okay. That I mean, coming that from an Andhraite is a little different for me.
Yeah.
I would have definitely expected something along the lines of an Andhra food
Yes,
itself.
coming to traditional foods, it would be like Andhra meal itself will be
Awesome.
with
Yeah.
very rich items like it will be pappu, sambar, and kora, charu, like and appadam, majjiga. So there will be a list of items, multi listed items. So it is always a delicious treat to have it, the Andhra meals, but just the easy one which will be globally acceptable is pizza. So
Pizza.
I thought to say like, yeah, it is
Nice.
globally accepted. So I thought to say just pizza is my favorite.
Yeah, nice. I mean, pizza is anyways a global food, so yeah, I'm sure everyone can identify with it. Nice, cool. So thanks once again for joining on this Sunday morning. I understand it's a busy day, but really appreciate you taking the time to talk about yourself as well as what we can expect from your lightning talk as well. And this is a very unique or a niche area to even do some sort of performance testing, right? So I'm sure everyone will tune into your session, and there'll be a lot of takeaways for them to understand how exactly this needs to be done. So thanks again, Tejaswi, and really good to know you from a personal level as well. And hoping once we go offline at ATA, hoping we can meet physically face to face as well. Cool.
Thanks,
Thank you.
thanks
Thank
for
you.
this opportunity. I
Sure.
feel privileged to be part of this. Yeah.
It's our pleasure. Thank you.